I am Jen Hoffman from healthymoving.com. I thought I'd come on and do another Facebook Live chat. This time I thought we would talk about mindset. So I'm working on this with my coaching and challenge program students this week on this shared intention that I'm going to give to you in just a moment so that you can join us on this as well. But before I talk about why it's really important to look at the thoughts you're having, let's kind of link up. You might hear a lot of people say your mindset matters when it comes to anything, any kind of new habit you're trying to make, any kind of change you're trying to make in your life. It really begins in your mind, and in particular with the thoughts you're thinking. Why is that? Well, our thoughts create our feelings, and then our feelings dictate the actions we take and the choices that we make. So if we want to make healthier choices, then we have to first look at what are the thoughts that are creating the choices that we're currently making, the non-healthy thoughts. And then the other thing is that a lot of times people will say, okay, so this thought is unhealthy, just stop thinking that thought and think this new thought instead. And if that works for you, excellent. I'm so excited for you. It has never worked that way for me. I can't just sub out one thought for a new one. I can't find that file where I pull it. Instead, I have to go through a process like the one that I'm going to show you today, and I'm going to talk through with you today. I'm going to pull up my screen here so that I can see if you have comments. If you're watching live, or even if you're watching later, feel free to comment. If you have a thought that you identify as an unhealthy thought, either about your body, about your actions, about what you've done in the past, or anything like that you need help wrestling with, and you're willing to share it, then feel free to type it in the comments below this, and I'll try to do other Facebook Live chats where I help you guys kind of wrestle through some of these thoughts. I'm going to share one of the most common ones today. The intention, the shared intention that I gave to my coaching and challenge program students this week. Every week I give them an intention because, like I said, your mindset matters, and all the exercises I give you in the world don't matter if you aren't thinking thoughts that are going to help you actually do them. So I like to couple mindset work with actual physical work. And this week's shared intention was, don't believe everything you think. Don't believe everything you think. And by that, what I really want you to do is to just start looking at your thoughts, looking at them closely and saying, hey, is this something that's true? Is this something that's creating positive action in my life? And if not, then let's wrestle with it a little bit and see how we can change it. And I invited the members of my coaching and challenge program to do that, and a couple of them posted in our group and then sent me an email about this one thought that I know is so prevalent for so many people. A lot of people battle this thought, so I thought we would wrestle through the change process together. And the thought is some variation of, I'll never change. I've tried in the past and I can't do it. Or I'm stuck. I have this injury, this illness, this whatever, this stage in my life where I'm taking care of kids, or my job is really demanding, whatever's happening, but I know I can't change right now. Change isn't possible. Some variation of that thought creates a whole bunch of actions where we might say, okay, well, I'm going to just try. Everybody is saying this works, but if deep down inside you believe that change is impossible, or that it's really hard, or that you've tried in the past and it hasn't worked, then you'll often get derailed as you're trying to make new habits or make new healthy choices. So if I just said to you, well, change is possible, it's not necessarily going to just overwrite that deep programming you have in your brain that change is hard, or that you're stuck, or that whatever the circumstances are that are impacting your health right now make it difficult for you to change. So how can we do that? How can we convince your subconscious mind that change is possible? There's lots of different ways that you can do it. But one of the ways you could do, there's things like EFT or tapping. I love tapping because it helps. Tapping always begins with acknowledging what you're currently thinking and believing, and then with a choice to release that thought. So I love that. I really like journaling. I like talking it through with someone else. And that's what my community is all about talking about it together and kind of wrestling through this together. And when people brought up this week that they were feeling like change was hard, change is impossible, then what I said is, okay, so let's back up for a second. Let's choose for a second. Do we really want to believe that? Is that a thought that we can believe? In other words, is that the truth? That change is really hard, that it's impossible? And what evidence do we have to support that that is the truth or that that is not true? The question I asked the person who I was talking about with this over email was, have you ever seen any change happen in your body, even in the context of this person's dealing with chronic pain from an autoimmune disease? Does the pain some days get better? Does it some days get worse? Have you ever seen, even if we're not moving, we're changing every day, but can you see when you're changing that sometimes you change for the better and sometimes you change for the worse? But change is happening in the body all the time. Can you, for a moment, just for yourself, if this is a belief that you think you have, that change is not possible, can you, for a moment, journal or just think about for yourself some examples you have that you know that's not true? It's easy to put on weight, right? It's easy to not do things that create more pain in the body. We know that change is happening. We are always changing, either getting closer to our ideal health and wellness or moving further away from it. We don't stay the same. So change is possible and it is happening. And the more you can get in touch with that and really kind of think about the examples you have, the evidence you've observed in your own body that change is happening, the more you can harness the choice of, okay, so change is going to happen. Not only is it not hard, it's inevitable. My body is going to change. But it's either going to change for the better or it's going to change moving us further away from our ideal health and wellness. So what do you want to choose to do? What actions do you want to take that move you closer, move you in the direction of your ideal health and wellness? Can you feel the kind of shift that happens in you when you choose to say, all right, this is a story I've been telling myself that's impacted the choices I've made, but maybe there's a different story that's true. Whether you choose to journal, whether you want to wrestle it out, if you type comments in this video of, okay, this is a thought that I have that I don't think is serving me well, I need help, or if you want to do it privately, send me a message, jen@healthymoving.com, and I will try to make more videos, especially as I see themes of really common thoughts, to help you pull them out, wrestle with them, decide, is this really the truth? Is this really something that I can believe that helps me be healthier, that helps further my health and wellness? It is such a powerful process. If you want to learn more about kind of my approach and how I meld mindset and movement and all that stuff together, then you can check out my free class at healthymoving.com/free class. There's a link for it above this video as well. And if you say, I'm ready, I want to move my body in more healthy ways, and I want to think healthy thoughts, I want to join the coaching and challenge program, you can get more information about that at healthymoving.com/coaching. Also a link for that above this video. As always, I love to hear from you. Comment beneath this video, email me anytime. All right, friends, have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.